Correcting copies takes time, and knowing what to teach after seeing the mistakes the student makes takes even more time. That's why we built Misconception Map. So how to use the tool? So welcome to Misconception Map. So first, the teacher goes on the tool classes, can click on an existing class. So for example, on this classroom, you can see the different persons, the different assignments, and the average, highest, and lowest paper grade. Then on the tool assignments, you can create a new assignment, choose your class that you created or create another class. Then you can add students in an existing class, but then you can create the diagnostic. So you just type the title, so Algebra 1, for example, and then you can or paste the worksheet text if it's in LaTeX, for example, or you can upload a photo or a PDF. So for example, in this case, we will take the demo project. So New Caledonia, it's only French subjects of mathematics. So you just upload the subject, you're using a blank teacher copy, and then you extract the things from the worksheet. So now that the worksheet has been extracted, you just check for each question if the answer and the expected answer and the question is the right one, and if the points are well attributed. So for example, here in this case, it's going to be equal weight, always like per default. Then you confirm the worksheet, and then you will choose the student files. So for example, we will take those 3 student files, and we will select always a student. So for example, I don't know, Hugo Petit, Enzo Faure, and for the last one, I don't know, Camilo. Then you check the work and you diagnose the 3 responses. So then you have the results, and you can see the corrected copies, the error inventory, and the class analytics. So for example, you can see here for each exercises which errors have been diagnosed, with which misconception have been diagnosed too, and you can see then the corrected copies and the different grades. So if we see the corrected copies, you can just click on each student, and then you have the student copies, the AI who proposed the grading, and then the correction for each copies. You can also directly download the corrected copy, and then you can generate a follow-up evaluation based on each errors made in each exercises. So that's really interesting. I encourage you to test it if you have time, but the video is going to be too long. And then also you have the prediction lab. So basically you can see which misconception have been marked for each student, and then see which errors they could do based on similar exercises. So that only works if you find already a misconception for certain students.